Hello, my name is Vitaly. I represent the company ASPRO. Today, we will talk about the basics of the painting process, learn how to choose a nozzle, and understand the basic designations of the nozzles themselves. When choosing an airless paint sprayer, the question often arises of how to select a nozzle for the airless gun. The right nozzle is important for quality painting, so choosing it will ensure comfortable and efficient work. If you are new to selecting nozzles and have doubts, it's better to seek help from professionals or study the issue on your own. Let's start with the simplest thing. What is a nozzle and where is it located? An attachment with a cylindrical shape and a round hole in which a channel is formed is called a nozzle. The attachment has a flag on which a number is indicated. One of the tips of the flag is used to secure the seat in the nozzle holder. Paint in airless devices is pumped by a high-pressure pump and sprayed through the hole. The size of the hole is marked with a 3-digit number. Let's examine the example of a 517 nozzle. The first digit in the number indicates the paint spray angle. The number 5 represents an angle of 50 degrees. With this value, you can approximately calculate the width of the paint pattern. It is approximately 30 cm. Provided that you maintain the recommended distance from the spray gun to the surface being painted, the recommended distance is 30 cm. The remaining 2 digits, 17 in the nozzle number, indicate the orifice size. It is measured in thousandths of an inch. If you want to understand how much this orifice will be in millimeters, multiply by 25. The actual paint consumption, application speed, and viscosity depend on the orifice of the airless nozzle. Let's take another nozzle, for example 219. The first digit is 2. The spray angle is 20 degrees. The spray width, when maintaining the distance to the surface, will be 12 centimeters. The next 2 digits are 19. The passage cross-section will be of an inch. In millimeters, we multiply by 25 and get millimeters. When using a 219 nozzle, the spray width will be narrower than with a 5 or 17 nozzle. And the thickness of the applied layer will be thicker, and the painter will have to work faster to avoid drips. However, the paint will clog the nozzle less frequently, which will reduce pauses in work. By the way, cleaning the nozzle when it gets clogged is quite a simple procedure. Rotate it 180 degrees and run a little material through it. If the nozzle has a passage of inches, for example 415, then the application speed will be lower, but the application quality will be noticeably better and there will be fewer drips. But if the paint is thick, there is a chance that this nozzle will get clogged. All the aforementioned nozzles can be used to spray water-based, acrylic, and latex paints, but the spraying speed, quality, and spray width will vary for each. Ideally, you should have a separate set for each type of paint, nozzles, so that it can be optimally adapted to the paint and your tasks. The same kind of paint can vary in viscosity. And there can be many reasons for this. Different shelf life of paint in various supplies, different degrees of dilution, as well as the ambient temperature can affect the spraying of paint through the nozzle. The nozzle diameter is selected empirically, and unfortunately, there is no single standard nozzle for a specific material. Therefore, it is better to purchase several different nozzle options in advance. They will come in handy. Do not be alarmed by the fact that the nozzle diameter is so small. This is normal because in the process of airless spraying, the device creates a pressure of 100 to 220 bar. And with the correct selection of the nozzle and the device's performance, the paint passes through the nozzle without obstacles. To determine the necessary spray angle, you need to carefully examine the object that you are going to paint. If it is a narrow metal element, molding, or slope, then you should use a narrow nozzle, with the first digit from 1 to 3. If it is a facade or large wall, then the number should be 4 or more. An important aspect when choosing a nozzle is that the flow through the nozzle should not exceed the capacity of the paint equipment pump. Otherwise, it will be difficult to achieve quality paint spraying, and there will be pronounced signs of insufficient pressure, large droplets, and streaks on the edges of the spray pattern. It is advisable for the high-pressure pump's capacity to be slightly higher than the flow through the selected nozzle. Well, those are all the main tips. Thank you for being with us. If the video was helpful to you, like it, subscribe to our channel, write any questions you have in the comments. This was the ASPRO company with you. See you next time.